Let's talk about the three-part series, The Continental, from the world of John Wick. With this, it is a 3-episode miniseries that is set in the 1970s New York, where Winston Scott is roped into an underground world of assassins and all that, and must make things right after his estranged brother's attack on the Continental. With this, it is a prequel series that focuses on a young Winston Scott, who is played by Colin Woodell, and I have to admit, he did good in the role. And I remember seeing this get mixed reactions, which I can understand why. But the good was most of the cast. I thought that the cast did great with their characters for the most part. They were all welcome additions to the John Wick world, except for Mel Gibson. And it was interesting to see a young Winston and a young Sharon. Some of the stuff that was pretty good in this series was to see how New York is during this time. We see a bit more of that mysterious high table, learning a bit more how this world functions, as it is different from the John Wick films, as those are more present time. This is in the 70s, because with the John Wick films, it feels like everyone is involved somehow. But with this series, it shows that not everyone is involved. That this world of thieves, assassins, and all that, it is more hidden. And I thought that was very interesting. But with it being part of the John Wick world, of course, it has its action moments, and these 3 episodes does have great action for the most part when it happens. I will say that these 3 episodes, they're about 90 minutes each, and I do believe that the episodes were too long. They could have been split up, but them doing it like this, it was interesting, and just felt like that they wanted to get it over with. And with this being a TV show, it does feel like it kind of holds back sometimes, has that TV budget, where like the TV special effects aren't that great. But I will say, this does have a different vibe from the John Wick films, which isn't a negative, it was just interesting to see the vibe in this. And I do believe that it worked for the most part. But besides that, and with the runtime, with some of the stuff that happens in the series, some of it felt a bit unnecessary. Like, with this series, I am a bit mixed about it. I like the cast for the most part, I like the action, and it was a pretty interesting story. But there was just some stuff I think they could have done a bit better, some stuff that could have been cut out, and it really did not need to be 3 episodes. Well, 3 long episodes. I know that Ian McShane, who plays Winston in the John Wick films, isn't a fan of this, but I do think that this was an interesting addition to the world of John Wick, and I am interested to see if they do something more with this, and what else they do with the world of John Wick, as it is rumored we're supposed to be getting a series based on the High Table, and several others. But have you seen The Continental? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below, and follow me for more.